extended 2 miles and half a furlong, and it's Flying Diplomat, the first to show from Bird's Nest, this dual winner, racing in second place and followed by the rank outside of Pinero. Then come Handicap, and finally the horse who won this race last year, that's of course Sea Pigeon. Still running towards the first flight. They're going no pace at all, the pace being set by Flying Diplomat with the white sleeves and white sash. And then come in the red and white corded colours Bird's Nest, followed by the one with the white epaulets and cap, that's Pinero. Then the hoop sleeves of Handicap, and finally the red, well-known tartan colours, red sleeves and cap of Sea Pigeon. Running up now towards the winning post for the first time, the field of 5 closely grouped together, headed still by Flying Diplomat, from Bird's Nest second, Pinero third, Handicap fourth, and Sea Pigeon fifth. A complete circuit to go now, and it's still Flying Diplomat by a couple of lengths from Bird's Nest in second, then Pinero and Handicap together, and still being held up at the rear of the field is Sea Pigeon. Running now left-handed and downhill with Alan Dickman aboard Flying Diplomat, continuing to dictate the pace at the moment ahead of Andy Turnell in second on Bird's Nest. Andy, who got to the course pretty early this morning. I saw him running round it, in fact, wearing a tracksuit. He remains second with Bird's Nest, then come Pinero, Handicap, and still last of the quintet is Sea Pigeon. Making their way to the next flight, and it's still Flying Diplomat, who's made all the running so far, coming to jump it ahead of Bird's Nest over in second. Bird's Nest making his seasonal reappearance. Then on the outside is Handicap, next comes Pinero, and still just tucked in last is Sea Pigeon. At this next flight of hurdles, Flying Diplomat jumps it 1, Bird's Nest 2, Pinero now 3, Handicap 4, and Sea Pigeon 5. About to make the turn into the far straight, and still no change in the order. They've remained virtually the same from the outset. That's to say it's still Flying Diplomat who's showing ahead of Bird's Nest second, Pinero third, and then flying on the outside Handicap and Sea Pigeon. Into the far straight now, and running towards the fourth flight of hurdles. Racing to this one now with still in front Flying Diplomat, Bird's Nest remaining second by a length and a half. In third is Pinero, but only just because Sea Pigeon's making a move now. And as they come now halfway into the next flight, it's now Bird's Nest who's ranged up alongside Flying Diplomat. In fact, it's Bird's Nest now who's gone on for the first time. So Bird's Nest in the lead as they pass halfway in this Bellway fighting fifth hurdle. Flying Diplomat in second place, Sea Pigeon full of running going up on the inside of Handicap, and just relegated to, last of all, the 100-to-1 outsider, Pinero. Bird's Nest leads from Flying Diplomat second, Sea Pigeon third, Handicap fourth, Pinero fifth. All 5 in your picture and beginning to bunch up now as they come towards the next, which will be the last over on the far side of the course. And it's Bird's Nest by a length and a half from Flying Diplomat and Sea Pigeon. Sea Pigeon jumped that in second. Then in fourth comes Pinero, and still last to the 5 is Handicap as they near the final 5 furlongs now of the fighting fifth. And now it's the big 2 who are drawing away from the others. Bird's Nest seeking to win it for the 3rd time. Sea Pigeon for the second. It's Bird's Nest in the lead, Sea Pigeon in second. And this could in fact play into the hands of Sea Pigeon because Bird's Nest has the lead, Sea Pigeon going in his slipstream. A Bird's Nest it is from Sea Pigeon second, and these 2 have gone clear of the other 3. In line for the second last, jumping it now. Bird's Nest only by a length and a half from Sea Pigeon, who's been brought to tackle the leader over on the far side, and these 2 have now gone several lengths clear of Handicap in third, the early leader Flying Diplomat in fourth. Pinero is outclassed, way back last, as they enter the final quarter of a mile. And now it's Sea Pigeon who's come through to take over the lead from Bird's Nest. So as they race up towards the line, it's the big 2 clear. This is the final flight, and it's Sea Pigeon looking as though he's going to win it for the 2nd year running from Bird's Nest, who won in 76 and 77. They're on the run for home, 150 yards to go in this really glue-pot ground at Newcastle, but Bird's Nest is fighting back, and Bird's Nest is getting up as they race to the line. Bird's Nest has gone out again. It's Bird's Nest who's going to win it for the 3rd time at the line. Bird's Nest